what's up everybody? Welcome to Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is a blush review video. We are going to be comparing and reviewing and contrasting and playing with two blushes. Number one is the Physicians Formula Happy Maker blush. It's the one that's supposed to improve your mood with plant extracts. And then we have the NYC Cosmetics, if I can get the lid off, Mosaic Color Wheel in Pink Cheek Glow. So, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the Physicians Formula first. This is not a new product. It's fairly new to me. I've been seeing this on the shelves for quite some time, and I hadn't purchased it for several reasons. Mostly because I hate hearts. I am not a girly girl. I was never the kid who wanted, Barbies and like princess themed birthday parties and stuff. It just wasn't me. It almost looks to me like kids makeup, and I'm like, I don't know if that's for me. But I don't know, a week or two ago I was at Walmart and I was like, you know what, why not? Let's give it a try, because it is supposed to improve your mood also. And I'm like, well, is that a gimmick or not? Let's find out together. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna start talking about the package. Physicians Formula makes a lot of these powder products in the same kind of component. It's a thick, dual-chambered plastic compact, and this one is obviously pink. And I do appreciate, by the way, the fact that it does latch, so you know that it's going to stay closed. So you flip open this, and we have the blush, and then you flip the blush up, and you have a mirror, and you have the ugliest brush in the world. What in the orange hell is this? It looks like Carrot Top threw up a hairball. Like, what? Every gnarly shade thrown together. Like, what? Why? No. I kept this so I could make fun of it and pull it out at parties and people could laugh. I will not be using this brush. You have a bunch of different hearts going on here. You have the background, which is kind of a very pale champagne, slightly warm tone neutral shade, and then you have a bunch of darker and darker shades, and there's some shimmer going on. It's not too heavy, but there is a little bit of like iridescence going on. You can kind of see as I move this around in the light, just a moderate amount. This is supposed to smell like violets, not violence. Violets, the flower. But when I give this a snoot, I'm not really getting violet in my snooter. No violet. I'm getting, this to me smells like tea. Maybe like green tea almost. It has a pleasant fragrance. It's very subtle though, so it's not like that Guerlain primer where it's like, hi, perfume for your face. No, this is super subtle. You can smell it if you do this, but if you're gonna walk through a crowded room, people are not gonna be like, put the tea down. It's not like that. If you are sensitive to fragrance, you might be able to get away with wearing this. Before we put this on my face, let's take a look at the other product. I'm reviewing these together because they're so similar. Check it out. So here's Physicians Formula for reference, and here's the NYC Mosaic Color Wheel in Pink Cheek Glow. So as you can see, we're talking about a lot of similar tones. This was about 10 bucks, this blush. $8.99 I think? $9 and change, something like that. This was under $5. I think this was about $3.99 or $4.50, etc., whatever, at Walmart. This is a very big compact that you're getting here, or a wheel. It's not really a compact because the lid comes off and you don't get a mirror. Looking at these two side by side, besides the side difference, you're going to notice that this one has a little bit more of a preponderance of slightly darker tones. And also, it does have a slight shimmer to it, which I can see, but it's so slight that again, to you, it will probably look matte. This is not what I would consider a glitter blush at all. Neither is this one, but this one is a little bit frostier. I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna put one on one cheek and I'm gonna put the other on the other, and we're gonna see what the difference is. And I hypothesize that we're not gonna see much of a difference at all. So really, it's gonna come down to, do you want the plant extracts in here that are saying they're gonna make you have a mood boost or not? Okay, so using my e.l.f. fluffy brush, let's start with this guy, and I'm just gonna swirl around. It's pretty pigmented too, so I don't want to use too much. This is gonna go here. I'm a little concerned that this is gonna be very cool toned. And that is a lot of blush. Wow, okay. So we know this really is very pigmented. Hi, look like I have chickenpox now. That's attractive. Do you ever do that where you're like, oh crap, that's too much, so you kind of like try to pull it up in your contour a little bit? Okay, alright. I might have to fix that later with some translucent powder. And I'm just swiping my brush off. Brush is clean. Now we're gonna go into this one. Not as much pigment coming up. Let's see, I just put it on the, okay. I gotta make sure I don't do it on the same cheek twice. That was not good. Am I the only one who makes stupid blush faces? Like, it's like my mascara face, like. That is still a lot of blush, isn't it? Wow. Maybe I should have used a different brush. I'm not sure. Anyway, looking at my ruddy cheeks now, we can see that this is more highly pigmented, for sure. Slightly cooler toned, but it's a little splotchy. Did y'all notice that? It's a little splotchy. Let's see. It's kind of like clinging right there for some reason. That's kind of odd. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. So not a huge difference, but definitely the Physicians Formula wins in terms of texture and smoothness of application. And I don't know if you can see, or maybe it's just me, but it also, because it is a little bit more, it has more of a light diffusing, not iridescent, I take that back, light diffusing, illuminating quality to it, that it just kind of glows a little bit, whereas the NYX is, not NYX, the NYC. Why can't I talk today? It's just a little bit patchy and it's less illuminating, even though in the pan you can see that it has some illuminating particles to it. Once you get it on your face, not really, not so much, not really, no. Okay, so I just put some translucent powder over the NYC side and that made it a lot better. But still, I don't really want to have to do that, you know, and so I'm still crowning Physicians Formula the winner of our little contest. Now, in terms of the mood elevating effects, I am really not sure about this claim. I have worn this a couple times on both cheeks just to kind of see if there was any kind of effect. I don't know. I think there's something to be said for the placebo effect, which is if you think it's going to work, if you think it's going to make you happy, it might actually make you happy, but it's not because of anything that's in here. It's because your brain just is going along with it. It thinks, oh, I must feel better. Hey, this is great. So, hey, you know what though? Happy is happy. So if this blush improves your mood for either reason, cool. But I think it might be the placebo reason, not the Physicians Formula reason. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's blush showdown. Hope you enjoyed. If you are not subscribed and you would like to be, I would like you to be too, so please click the button down there or my face up here whenever the end card doohickey appears. And I will see you guys real soon in my next video. Bye-bye.